Hello. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Mobile Automation Testing Training Program. In the last session, we have seen all the preconditions required for us to work on this mobile automation testing. Today, we are going to study about the configuration part, the actual configuration part. So this is the detailed documentation where I have listed down what are all the things we need to install in our machine. So the first thing is we need to check out whether the Node.js is installed in our machine or not. We have already checked that whether the Node.js is installed or not. So we are good with this command. The next step here is try to install a brew. Okay, so we need to check out whether this brew is installed or not. Okay, so let us cross check, let us open the terminal. So whatever the configuration we are doing right now, it's completely related to iOS, and you have to do it on a terminal itself. Okay, let's switch to my Mac and see. So let me copy this command, install brew. So go here, open the terminal again in my Mac machine. So I'm trying to open the terminal in the Mac. Let us see. Okay, install brew node. So here, if you check out a brew, no such a file or a directory. So we are getting some warning messages basically. Right. So what I'm doing right now means in order to install this brew, okay, I'm using this command directly copy this command from here, control C, ruby hyphen e, the home brew. I'm copying this command, go back to your terminal and paste that command here. So I'm just trying to paste that command here. One second, there is an issue in pasting that. Control V, yeah, ruby, okay, copy it, and here in the terminal paste it. Okay, hit enter button. So it's trying to install this home brew in our machine. So as I told you earlier, the Mac configuration is a completely different. We are not doing all these things in our Windows machine. The only thing what you will do means simply you will install APM desktop version, which will automatically download all the configuration. Whereas for Mac, you need to download a node, you need to download the brew and cartridge. Too many things are there which you need to download, which we are going to see as part of this session. So let this install so that we can continue with the further steps. See here, uh, press return to continue. Yeah, I hit enter, and the password is I entered my password too. And it's trying to install all the things. When at the time of installation, it asked a password, guys. So I have entered my system password there. Whatever the Mac machine password I'm using, I have provided that a Mac machine password so that it's trying to install all the required components. See here, software updated tool, downloading the command line tools for Xcode. Okay, good. It's installing all the things whichever it is required for us. Okay, good. Let it install all the things. And now let's go back to, okay, let's go back to our Eclipse or the Word document. And once this one is installed, brew node install. So as we have already installed a node, you no need to use these commands again. Directly I can use npm-g install apm. So if you can specify up to here, whichever the latest version is there, it will download that particular version. If we are specifying at the rate 1.8, it means it's going to install specifically this APM version. So what I want to do means I don't want to go with any specific APM version. So I'm using npm-g install APM. Hyphen G is representing that globally install this particular software. But before that, let's check out the terminal. See here, it's still installing that. Downloaded the command line tools, installing the command line tools for Xcode. It will take a few more minutes to complete that homebrew. Let's wait for a minute, and once this is done, then we will run these APM installation commands. So if you can check out the terminal now, guys, it installation was successfully completed now. So it installed all the things, whatever basic components required for it. All the stuff got installed successfully. Now, as we have seen earlier, we need to install npm -g APM. Install APM. I just want to do APM installation here. So go to this terminal again, and let me paste this command here, which is used to install APM. So here I am not specifying the version, guys. Whichever the latest version is there, it will pick that a latest version. Again, I am hitting this enter button. So these installations will take more time, guys. That's the reason what I am doing is, after hitting that particular command, I'm just taking a pause and then I'm just showing you after that. Okay, so here when I'm trying to install this APM, I'm getting some error messages. Let me look into these error messages. So here we are getting check permissions, missing write access to this particular module. Permissions are denied, so it is looking for some kind of permissions. So as I told you that everything needs an admin access here, so let me try to check the permissions whatever I have, and let me update the permissions before executing this command. So when I explored about this one in a Google, I came to know that we can set the permissions using this chmod. And here what I have done means I have placed that command in my terminal. See here, sudo, and this particular write permissions we are giving for this one. And whenever I place it that command in a terminal, immediately it is asking me my admin password. So whenever I have entered the password, it returned as a success. Now what I am doing right now means, let me try to rerun this APM command once again. I'm trying to reinstall this one now. So this time it's trying to install the stuff. Earlier, within a fraction of seconds, we ended up with a check permissions issue. But after executing this sudo command, we are not encountering that error message. So this is the most important thing required for us. So what I'm doing right now means I'm copying this command and I am placing in my document, so that in future, whenever you try to install this one, you can use this particular commands. Okay, let me paste it here. Use the below command if you are getting any permissions issue in the terminal. Okay, if you are getting any permissions issue in the terminal, then only use it, else you no need to use this particular commands. Okay, whenever you are getting an issue, then you have to use this particular commands. And now see, this time it is trying to install all the APM components. And see here, the APM is trying to install within this directory itself. See here, it's trying to install all the components are here. Whichever the stuff required for APM, it's downloading everything and it install all the things are here. How would I know means, see here, earlier we got an issue with respect to this particular stuff, which is user local lib. I'm into this node modules package now. Let's navigate to the load modules. See here, you can find the APM. Whatever the APM configuration installation is done, you can find the whole full configuration here in this particular one itself. Okay, within this particular folder itself, you can find this one. Okay, that's it. This is a simple thing how you need to install APM desktop. Okay, so these are the bunch of stuff which we have inside it. So one among which is a APM WebDriver agent. If you want to execute your test script on a real iOS device, then we need to talk about this APM WebDriver agent. Anyways, moving further, once we started our scripting execution, then we will study about this particular command. So if you observe now, we are done with the node installation, we are done with the brew installation, and we are done with the APM installation. Let us say the further installation in the next session. Thank you. Bye.